we are in!
Alright, here we go. The final match between...
Ladies and gentlemen, look.
Oh, yeah, go ahead with your introduction.
Welcome to part 6, the finale of MK11.
Indeed,
And
this
on
is
final part,
the
it will
final
be
chapter.
Outworld versus Earthman. Best of 10.
Black Market Ally.
Indeed.
Let's get her going. And of course, to anyone new to the channel, hit that subscribe button on both our channels.
Mm-hmm.
Fooled you completely, Liu Kang.
No, not for 1 minute.
Help me, Liu Kang. Help me.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay.
And of course, to begin part 6, we also have to explain what's going on with the Pokemon games.
Yeah, it's messed up how the franchise just eliminated gym battles.
Like if we all remember this, at the start of Gen 1, what was the most important thing in the world? Gyms. Why is that? It tests your Pokemon skills and abilities. And apparently, they got rid of it when they started the new Pokemon games, which makes no sense because typically there's two goals when it comes to Pokemon, which is either becoming the Pokemon Master or being the Pokemon Champion altogether.
That's right. I mean, it really did eliminate the purpose.
I know people had goals like getting all the legends, or even wanting to get as much shine as they can carry. Other than that, I wish they would have done better with the new Pokemon games.
Exactly. I mean, generations 1 through 4 were awesome, and even some of the games on the Switch. But other than that, it's just gotten repetitive.
As for the starters,
Final round.
sometimes it gets good, other times it's just like, not really good at all. Or as what some people would say, overrated. I mean, I understand there's like, the usual water, fire, and grass starters, but they could have done well with the designs.
Yep, they could have.
And let's also talk about rivals.
Yeah, Gary and Silver were much better. Good job, bro.
And we can't forget about the all-time favorite rival, Tyrion from the first Unova game until he became a gym leader in number 2.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played Generation 5.
And until they then transitioned to Hugo in the second game, which was kind of okay, but I mean, I understand Bianca didn't want much when it came to having a good journey.
I remember her from Pokemon, the anime series, where everything was dirty, like Pokeballs, everything. Alright, new Cybot. Let me see.
Pretty much.
Johnny
Want to know?
Guess I'll be Giant Cage.
Yeah, makes sense. But yes, that's for Bianca. I mean, what can we really say about her being a Pokemon trainer? I mean, around the middle, I feel like they could have given her a kind of role where she starts learning on how to get connections with her teams, or even wanting to get some badges for the first time battling Ash.
Exactly.
Let me guess. You're pure evil.
My soul swims in darkness.
Watch for floaters, man.
Round one. Fight.
And now, let's talk about him. Of course, my all-time favorite has to be none other than Giovanni, because not only was the team ground types, but also when you had to always keep dealing with Team Rocket.
That was my favorite too. Hated that once you beat him, he pretty much disappears when you talk to him again.
And some people are probably wondering why, when you go to the fifth island, when you talk to the professor, he says that Ash or Red is not exactly the son of Giovanni. You're probably asking yourself, who is the kid in red? Well, it's none other than Silver from the Johto region.
Indeed.
Those who don't know.
Yeah. That kid was totally insufferable in Pokemon. You know, I will say this: the best thing about the reboot is the Kimono girls. They get a wider expansion and play a bigger role compared to Generation 2.
Oh yeah, with that Bell.
Noob side.
And of course, we're gonna move on to bad guys, such as Team Rocket, Team Plasma, Team Galactic, Team Blaze, and Team Skull, and much more that we kind of missed out on.
Team Skull were alright, and I enjoy Team Aqua and Team Magma,
I
but
like them as well.
Plasma, not so much.
I will say this though about Team Galactic, or usually for Team Rocket, if you actually played Red's chapter,
Sonya.
half of the gym leaders, they actually join Team Rocket, and they usually get the legendary Pokemon none other than Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
Yeah, and I remember playing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. You can get those legendary birds in those games as well.
Especially when it came to having to go to one of the islands.
Yeah.
When you had to keep leveling up your team
Special forces remember.
just to continue the journey.
Anything in particular? I've lost track.
You know damn well.
And speaking of regions, let's talk about the Johto region. Now, some say that's the very first region to have a shiny Pokemon other than the shiny Gyarados. Now, if you haven't played Sinnoh, during the beginning of the game, they actually mention about the shiny Gyarados. But some were wondering why it wasn't exactly on the island.
Yeah, I mean, between the shiny Gyarados, Sudowoodo, and that legendary Pokemon Lugia or Ho-Oh, that's when it's time to get really intense and focus on capturing those 3 Pokemon.
And usually, if not many people can become good shiny hunters, because it usually takes a couple of attempts just to get either a shiny Pokemon or a shiny legend, just to show them off the bat, either in the gym, Pokemon League, or against your friends. Now, if I have to say who was the most difficult legendary Pokemon to catch, it's gotta be none other than either a Zekrom, Deoxys, or Giratina.
I will say this, catching a legendary Pokemon in the Generation 1 and 2 was very complex, you know. Had to use like a Master Ball for Lugia or Ho-Oh.
And And let's not forget about the 3 legendary dogs from the Johto region, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Now you're probably wondering why exactly Raikou and Entei run away so quick. It's usually quite simple, really. Because sometimes if you want to catch them quick, sometimes you usually either gotta get Wobbuffet, Duke Trio, or just damage them a bit, just try to avoid the Wolf Growl. Otherwise, they're gonna keep disappearing to the other places. I will say this though, if I had to say what's the only legendary Pokemon difficult when it comes to grass, it has to be either Cresselia or the 2 legendary dogs. Because sometimes it'll take like around 5 attempts depending on if they're either asleep, paralyzed, or just heavily damaged.
That's right, exactly. So that's 3 matches right there.
It's pretty sure 2 to 1.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and choose Jack since he's from Earthrealm.
Okay, I guess for me, I will go with Sandstorm, considering he did trap him in Goro's lair at Mortal Kombat 9 if he actually played it.
Oh yeah, I hadn't played that game in a long time, bro. That'd been a long time, but I know he was trapped there and he lost his arms to Ermac.
That's true.
I haven't seen the second movie yet, but I may watch it at some point.
Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is Pokemon items. What exactly is my personal favorite? I would say the rare candy, but my second favorite is none other than the Mega Stones. The reason is because once when you give it to one of your Pokemons, you can Mega Evolve them in battle. However, if they faint, you can't use it again because it only works once in battle. I know there will be some people saying, no, they would usually prefer the experience share more, that way they don't have to battle all the time.
That's right.
Or usually they will go with the all-time favorite, the Master Ball, the only Pokeball in history that has 0% fail.
Round 2, fight.
Okay, what's next? Oh yes, professors. Now, between all the professors, who exactly is the all-time favorite for me? I probably have to say it's either Professor Oak or Professor Elms, or even the Sinnoh Professor. Where usually it's more than just getting told to catch them all. It's more like having to get through every villain and doing what you can to make your Pokemon better. That's good.
Yeah, Professor Oak is obviously my favorite, and even though Professor M was treated like a secondary professor, especially to Oak, I mean, he basically was filling in for Professor M in terms of words of wisdom, but I would probably say Rowan was my least favorite because he didn't have no personality. Yeah.
Very good. And now, of course, the most important question, Pokemon League. Now, who exactly is the all-time favorite when it comes to regions? I would definitely have to say, of course, the original the Kanto region Elite Four, which are Lorelei, Bruno, Agatha, and Lance, the former.
I would say Kanto. Yeah, I would say Johto. Johto.
Oh yeah, because that's where Koga became part of the Elite Four before he became a gym leader.
Yep.
Looking mighty fine, Miss Briggs.
Cut the cowboy shtick. Not interested.
Straight to
And there's other people such as Will. Of course, Bruno was in the first one, of course, before he decided to switch to another Pokemon League. And Karen, who we don't really remember much. Now then, the final question, the most important one, champions. Now, my all-time favorite Pokemon champion, facing in the very end, has to be either Red or Steven. Or even everyone's all-time favorite, Cynthia, since everyone really enjoyed her team so much.
Round 2, fight.
Here we go.
Got me.
Now which starter has the best evolutions? I have to say it's either between the Johto region or possibly Sinnoh.
You almost had me right there, but yeah, I agree.
Final round, fight.
Now just I'm wondering which is the most difficult legend to find in the biggest location. I have to say it's either between Rayquaza, which is the Sky Pillar, or everyone's all-time favorite. I would say Arceus, but yeah, he's usually never mentioned in the game.
Yeah, well, Mew, I mean, I had a hard time finding Mew. Friendship. Friendship.
Yes. Protocol.
Yeah. She made
But
it.
honestly, the new Pokemon games, I wish it would have done better, where they would have brought back the gym leaders, which test the Pokemon's ability and skills, and at least the Pokemon League, where they keep it going. That way, they don't gotta keep waiting every second.
See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We just
I'm
like
pretty
Mew.
sure it's now tied up. Again. Yeah, it's tied up 2-2.
Chronicles team.
Honestly, if I had to say which is the one gym that used the most types, I probably gotta say either dragons or probably grass types, because I feel like they were trying to go easy on you at the time until the very end.
Yeah. Oh.
Pretty sure that was time skip. But yes, Oh, there we go. Ooh, that was brutal. Oh, okay.
Ready.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh snap!
And last but not least, the hometowns of when you first play the game.
I say,
Which region had the best hometown? It's gotta be either Pallet Town, Newport Town, or Little Root. Because that's where they start off your journey, and you get to meet new people. Ah, there we go.
yeah. I mean, I'm just ad-libbing as we go along because I ain't had a chance to really practice with these characters, except for Liu Kang.
Casting stage. Wins.
Hey, Liu Kang is definitely the easiest character to handle.
Yeah, so now I'm ahead. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on the 7th match.
Yep, and now it's 3-2. Hey. I guess this time I will go with Baraka.
So I can't.
I'm sure. So to anyone who ever has any questions for the kind of Pokemon moments we missed, hit that comment. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on no videos.
Peace requires compromise, Baraka.
Round 1. Fight!
And we all love to thank you for always sticking around till the very end of this MK11 journey. Ever since the first part. Even when we first started the MK10 series.
Contrary to popular belief, I'm actually better with Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 1 than I am in Mortal Kombat 11. Somewhere along the line, he just became better in the recent game compared to here.
One thing I wish they would have brought back in MK11 was Striker.
Yes.
Or even Smoke.
Striker, he seemed pretty cool, you know. They gave him the biggest role that they would have ever given him in his career.
Besides being a cop, of course.
And Cabal, you know, they made him pretty badass as well.
Especially with this famous mask that Kano gave him. However, he couldn't breathe afterwards. It was broken.
He had one of the best endings in Mortal Kombat 11. far as I'm concerned.
There's some cake. Now we're tied 3-3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now almost to match number 8.
Johnny Cage.
I guess I can go with Rain this time. Oh wait, no, the Danny, never mind. I guess I'll just switch to Sindel then.
Black Market Alley.
And to those who don't remember, we actually used to play Pokemon Omega Ruby a few years back on both our channels.
About 10 years ago.
That is correct. However, they stopped making the 3DS games and series due to the Nintendo eShop not selling anymore.
Yeah, and that was messed up. I mean, the online feature was awesome. I mean, you could trade Pokemon even without nobody being there.
And when you could do a secret cheat code where you can actually reach 50 wins when it comes to the Battle Coliseum for the Super Battles.
You got me.
Yeah, pretty much, because the screams. Right with the stash. Honestly, this would have been a good dream match right here between Cage and Sindel.
I don't know, maybe Mamina and Sindel would have been even better dream match because they both were purple or something.
Oh, that's also true. At least we got to see Sindel and Shao Kahn versus Shang Tsung. And the ending of Aftermath.
I know. I mean, depending on which one you like better, I mean, you know, that ending was something else.
It was. Ah, you got me. Not yet. Oh, now you did.
Final round. Fight.
Honestly, what I am going to miss the most about MP11 was, possibly part 3 the most. I'm sure you all enjoyed the collab till the very end. But don't worry, it's not the end of us. We still got other videos to do on our ends.
Yep.
Looks like we're tied again.
Yeah. And, like I say, I'm really getting the hang of these, friendships.
Same as well.
First, Johnny Cage wins.
And that's the first time I won with Johnny Cage, much less with the friendship.
Honestly, there were many times where I won with him, but it's about timing the most. Match number 9, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I hated how in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Johnny Cage got killed off by Shao Kahn. But believe it or not, they were going to bring him back in a third Mortal Kombat movie, but there was a hurricane, Hurricane Katrina, and that's what caused them to not go with the sequel to Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That is also true.
Tank garage bunker.
Let's see what you made of.
Yeah, now Mortal Kombat X, I mean, I like the Special Forces and the Lin Kuei, especially Lin Kuei because the blue scheme, the background.
Also known as faction kills.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Black Dragon and Special Forces.
Gonna kill you for free, Sonya.
How kind of you.
What can I say? I'm Cherry.
Round 1. Fight!
I have to say, which is the one character I had trouble trying to practice with, is Kabal when it comes to combos.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonya Blade, she was voiced by Ronda Rousey in Mortal Kombat 11.
Where back then for MKX, it was voiced by someone else.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Ronda Rousey, so for her to get killed off in the story mode, it was pretty satisfying.
That is true.
Plus, when you think about it,
You blocked it. I remember back then when you used to do speed, it was unblockable.
Fight!
But yeah, continue about Sonya.
yeah, it was satisfying when she got killed off. And then plus she kind of became unlockable in Mortal Kombat X with how strict she was.
Especially when it came to like intro dialogues between Cage and Sonya.
Yeah. No wonder they broke up.
Even when he asked her if she lost that love and feeling. Now there it is. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Really, really is.
I'm pretty sure there was another one where like he drags you with the staff and it's supposed to be like blood dripping on the side, I think. There we go. Yeah.
So we're tied up again or something?
I think it's 4 and 3. Because I'm pretty sure you beat me in the last one, making it 3 and 3.
Friends. Cabal.
So now we're off to match 10. If you win, we're on sudden death.
Okay.
And the bonus clip is just whoever wins. Or basically whoever wins the final match. If I win, technically I get to choose either Earthrealm or Outworld, but you have to choose your final randomization.
Okay.
Cassie Cage.
However, if it's tied one more time, then I guess we can choose either an Earthrealm or Outworld.
Shao Kahn.
I'm not exactly good with Shao Kahn much, but I'm going to try my best.
Okay.
Since it's been a while. Go on, Battle Jaw!
Shirai Fire.
Yeah, I mean, Shinnok, he was a huge downgrade to Shao Kahn, which is ironic because he's supposed to be immortal, the fallen elder god, Mortal Kombat.
especially when they brought back Lee May and other characters we truly remember, such as Havoc and
Time to liberate Outworld.
many other more from Armageddon.
For my leadership.
It's not my
Even though they couldn't bring
Chef
back
Cole.
Cobra since Aaron Black killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Strange how he keeps that number with them ever since Mortal Kombat 9. I always wondered, does he like spawn the hammer or is it just with him when it's older? Oh,
So let me ask you this question: what does Nightwolf and Cyber Sub-Zero have in common?
honestly, I always wondered that question.
Fight.
I guess they both just wanted like vengeance when they came to lose their families.
Yeah, well, that, and they both got possessed at the end by Shao Kahn.
That is true.
I mean, that was really frightening, though. You know, I mean, you went through all that trouble to play as them in the ladder just to see them lose.
Especially when Raiden couldn't save Kuai Liang from getting turned into a cyborg.
And another thing I want to add is that there was no voiceovers or nothing when Cyber Sub-Zero got possessed.
Especially when it came to winning the Classic Tower.
That's what I'm saying.
And we can't forget Goro and Kintara.
Yeah.
Fight.
I always wanted to play as Goro, and I finally had a chance in Mortal Kombat X. I thought that was cool. I prefer Goro over Shiva.
Honestly, seeing Quan Chi back in Mortal Kombat 1, it doesn't really feel the same on how he used to be, even though he was voiced by someone else.
Yeah, I like the voice actor from Mortal Kombat 11.
Now we're tied up, basically.
Yeah,
That ends match 10. Now for the bonus clip, also known as Sudden Death, we get to choose either an Earthrealm character or an Outerworld character.
So this is like the 11th match altogether, correct?
Pretty much, yeah. This is basically the bonus clip to end the finale of
So-
MK11.
So we're doing randoms, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, let's see how this turns out.
I guess for me,
Jax.
let's go.
Alright, that's my guy, Jax.
Oh, heck yeah, I got Rambo. Best thing with these two got in common, they're both hunters.
Oh yeah, they both in the army. Well, hunters, if nothing else.
Yeah, pretty much. And even though they both have good training. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale of MK11. Of course, make sure you check out parts 1 through 5 if you haven't already.
I hear coming home was rough for you too.
But I
And we will both like to thank you for sticking with us to the very end of our Mortal Kombat 11 series.
Damn straight.
Over 2000, and enough said. don't worry, it's not the end of us. We're still gonna be recording other stuff, just basically on other gameplays.
Yep.
I will tell you this though, Rambo, I have a hard time trying to practice combos.
Time's up, punk.
Round 2. Fight!
Yeah, in Mortal Kombat X, I hated the ending for both Sonya and Jax. You know, it pretty much confirmed that he was killed off.
Especially when he said he was retired until he decided to come back.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Oh. Alright, who's gonna finally end this once and for all to get the final win?
Fight!
Will it be Scorpion 2000 or the MC Gamer?
Yeah. Or as they used to call me, Mac Gamer.
There.
Yeah. I miss my old buddies, but I understand life happens, you know. People probably moved on from.
Now we are just the final two for the gaming crew.
Yep. I may do like gameplay, since some of them have like old gameplays on their YouTube channel. Just as a tribute. And include us in there as well.
And if there's anyone who's good at animations, please DM us. We could always, we could
That's it.
truly honored for the help.
Well, it was a pleasure playing.
Yes, dude. Here's the final friendship for the final part.
Laser tag. Well, man, it was a pleasure playing with you. I had a good time.
It really was. And to all you ladies and gentlemen, we love to thank you for sticking with us to the very end of Mortal Kombat 11. And honestly, I wouldn't have met this guy right here on the very beginning back in 2017 when we used to play MKX. If you guys love to see more gameplays between both of us, we will try our very best, even though we're a little busy when it comes to uploading, of course. And like we said, be sure to check out parts 1 through 5 on both our channels, where you'll see his point of view and my point of view on both our channels. And we love to thank you for sticking with us at the very end of this video.
Yep, we've been doing this since 2016, and it was a pleasure playing with you once again. And you have a good evening, man. Take care.
Anytime. And as for you folks, thank you all for sticking with us, and we will see you in the next video. This is Scorpion 2000 and Camera 611 signing off.
Enough said.
Yes, sir.